Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Splinterlands TV stream. Today is Monday, the 6th of June for me here in Australia, and I am here to do stuff involving Death Splinter. I've had Death Splinter once before as my daily focus since the new season changes came through. And I think I managed to get 2 or 3 chests, but that was only over the course of an hour. You've got me here for the next 2 hours, so let's jump into some battling and see how I go. Luckily, Death Splinter is one of my favorite ones, so it shouldn't be too painful. And what is my opponent fielding here? They are going with a lot of triage, keeping themselves open to sneak, but at the same time using lots of camouflage. Now this is Divine Shield as a rule set, so Death Splinter is fantastic because it has some awesome blasts in it. What's not fantastic is I've only really got 3 choices here. Given that it's Little League, I want to maximize the amount of monsters I can play. I'm going to go with Alster. Opponent's been playing Green Splinter, and there is a significant potential for magical damage from that Splinter, so that's why I'm going to go with a Magic Reflect as my summoner ability. I don't know that I want to bring Snipe, but Cleanse is rare in Green Splinter unless they have opponent or choose to play Llama Mage. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to throw in Halfling Alchemist. And then for 2 mana as my tank, I'm going to be extraordinarily risky and use a Skeletal Warrior. So my team is pretty much all over the freaking place here. But we'll see what we get out of this. Well, the Magic Reflect is not going to go to waste. Speed is not great, but the Redemption is excellent. That gets rid of all their Divine Shield, which now opens up lots of damage potential for me. Don't think I'm going to be able to win here. But who knows? No, my Dr. Blight's not going to be able to do anything remarkable here. Hey, Waddell, welcome. You're just in time to watch the beginnings of the Holozor experience, and you'll have it for the next 2 days. 2 days? 2 hours. 2 days will feel like... Oh, blah. My brain is not working. The next 2 hours will feel like 2 days for me, but for everyone who's going to be entertained by visions of me dying is going to have it feel like 2 seconds. And yes, I do have a death focus today. So my remarkable pessimism, or shall I say stoicism, will be relevant to the creatures that I'm playing. We've got reverse speed, 29 mana, and an opponent who enjoys lots of magic. So I can enjoy hurling lots of magic back into their face. And that is exactly what I will do with... Oh, I think a Golodon today. Not as a front line. This team has got expensive. Yes, we will be using our good old friend the Pellicle Defective at some point. We will definitely be employing his roguish good looks and high level of incompetence. Hey, hold my cards. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Or night, or whatever it is, wherever you are. I have played 1 battle so far, and I have lost 1 battle so far. So everything is set for me to lose some more battles shortly. Setting up this team composition here. Yeah, I'm going to bring the Furious Chicken because I don't want to I don't want to silence them because then it will reduce the amount of damage that I magic reflect. That's my logic. It's very flawed logic, but I think it's amusing logic. Ah, very nice. Dr. Blight became dead, but then he got resurrected. At least it wasn't that guy that got resurrected. I think this might be a win. Gauladon has all the health. Or redemption shredded through my team, though. No, I think I got this. Provided we... Oh, we're not going to attack before Ancient Lich does. But now we are? Yes, perfect. Awesome. If I lose from this position, it's not possible, so I won't finish that sentence. 36,600 rating points or reward pool points. Building towards a focus chest and continuing to throw onto the pile of my potential season chests. Now that I've got a win, let's see if I can follow it up with another win. And I'm going to keep doing that until I lose. And then I'm going to go open up my Guild Brawl Gladius case thingy-madoo, which I received earlier today. 1,600 merits for successful brawl participation. Actual daily rewards, I think the most recent ones I got were just 2 common cards. So not brilliant, but I have had, I think it was on one of the second or third days of the season up here in Diamond League, there was a cachet of about 6,000 DEC that I got. So that is pretty awesome compared to how many DEC I was earning from wins. Can't complain about that. But on the whole, it's really depressing when you work, well, it's not really work, it's play. You work at a quest or a focus, you get 3 chests, and then you get potion, single-digit DEC, common card, and you think, I wasted 2 hours for this. But I think very much you have to condition yourself to focus on the long game of the season rewards as opposed to the daily rewards. Now, I've gone with a very ludicrous team here on account of just Cthulhu and Magic Reflect, and I really hope I don't get stun locked. That will be very depressing. Yeah, damn it. I wanted to be, look at me, I'm a llama mage without being a llama mage. All right, let's jump in and open up a Gladius case and see what we get here. And let's see what we get. A Hugo Strongsword. Here comes the rare. It's Eliza Fox. Another common and another common. So, ordinary Gladius pack. Back to battling. Completely average Gladius pack. Lost Legendaries, Stampede. And a bit of a varied contribution by my opponent. Since there's no legendaries, I'm going to use the legendary summoner. We'll go Undead Rex, we'll go Golodon. I want something with blast damage to try and knock out any potential shields. They're slower than the Undead Rex, but they've got their blast damage. So they might do a good job. Now, I've got no legendaries, so that limits our backline somewhat. Maybe we focus on some speedy boys. Maybe some speedy girls. depending on what we find. Without legendaries, there's not much to be had. Might go and look for swiftness as well. Supply run is really my only choice. Very well. And that is infinite mana left for whatever I please to be added to my team. I think I might use Tortazan Chief for a heal, because both Undead Rex and Golodon have decent amounts of health. And oh dear, they've brought Milo. That is not ideal. The front of my team is pretty ideal, though, to take down the back of that team. If Rex gets a trample on here, well, they won't get through everyone. They'll do a good amount of damage. Stun was really great. And I think that should be the win to me. Didn't need to use that affliction at all. I was concerned that the Mylor could have made me a victim of my own trample there, but not to be. Not to be. And that is happiness in a handbasket. Onwards we go into the depths of death. Alright, what have we got now? Equalizer. 23 mana, and an opponent who enjoys death also. I'm thinking I'm going to mix it up here and just throw Jotun into the mix. Just to be completely outrageous, since they've been spamming death. I'm going to use that Exploding Dwarf. And then the rest is going to be some snipe. I can type the word snipe correctly to maximize and distribute the damage. It's not quite the amount of mana that I want. No, I have not tried Diablo Immortal yet. I'm probably not going to try it either. I'm not really big on mobile games. And I'm not really big on free time at the moment either, sadly. Be nice if I was. Diablo Immortal, it's full of microtransactions, I'm guessing. I would imagine it's not having the same, what was it, Error 52 messages that were seen when Diablo 3 first launched. I really enjoyed Diablo 3 when it was first launched. But it then sort of lost its luster very quickly. And then I didn't play it for a very long time. Then I got back into it. And then I stopped playing it for a very long time again. And then I discovered Path of Exile, and I have no reason to ever play Diablo 3 ever again as a result. Well, I'm grateful for my snipey boy. Yeah, that's absurd. It's the way of the corporate profits, though. They must be obtained. My little team did a good job here. Not focusing on the quest was an excellent idea. Bringing along Jotun and some nice, delicious blast with a varied sort of team composition seemed like a good idea there. Not going to count towards that, but it clocked up another chest for my end of season. So that's good. It also nudged me back into Diamond 2, another Diamond 3. So I'm just going to use death today when it's appropriate. And this battle is not one where it is appropriate. This battle is one where it is appropriate to definitely use Jotun. So let's focus on a good old close ranged, and whoever has the most amount of damage going into the back of the team. There is a 5 damage there. Now, do we have any 4 damage? There's quite a few that have 4 damage, so I'm going to select those guys based on the most amount of health. Now we'll go back to ranged, and they will also get a buff. So you can come along, and you can come along, and we will dump the Naga Fire Wizard. We need to rearrange it so we've got the most health in the foreground. Now we want whoever's got the most health in the front line. And I think I'm going to go with Grum. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with Magnol because he's got the most amount of damage potential. Do I want to drop Firebolt for Cornelius? Probably, particularly with the close range rule set there. Alrighty, well, the enemy is going to hit every single turn, but they've got a bit of damage that's vulnerable to not actually rolling out each turn. Because this guy's reach is not able to reach. But now I'm in some significant trouble here. That armor was not very ideal. I'm getting absolutely massacred because of their superior speed and their ability to dodge. Could have been better off going death. I would have died quicker. Means I could have gotten more battles in. Alrighty, another one to go. Another one entered. And now we have back to basics again, but you can stampede if you'd like. Only you cannot stampede because it's excluded from the rules. So I'm going to go with ousted here. Try and reflect some magic back into my opponent's face. And let's sort by class descending, because that's how I just like to sort. I'm going to go with a magical team, not a ranged team, because you've got nice magical stats. And let's see who else has nice magical stats. You've got nice magical stats. Crypt Beetle it is. Darkest Mage. And these two guys. That Phantom Soldier on the back. Leave that Crypt Beetle in reserve for it to do some stuff. Mainly absorb. I'm banking heavily on the Phantom Soldier being awesome and hoping that my opponent doesn't play Lorna. Really hoping my opponent doesn't play Lorna. That would be quite terrible. If they play Kitty, it would be hilarious, but with 19 mana, that leaves them, what, 12? I suppose they could play 6 2-mana creatures. But that's probably what's going to happen, isn't it? No, it's Ouster v Ouster. They've taken the gamble on some ranged creatures. I have not. I am all magic. And they've got ammo in the front, so rip me. We got through armor though, but now we have lots of magic reflect left to destroy. The magic is all gone. Now I've only got magic. And I will be dying. Okay, 2 losses in a row. This is me. This is my style. Alright. Spreading Fury and Reverse Speed. How are we going to do that? This Splinter. Well, let's go with Contessa. On account of the fact that they seem to enjoy the Fire Splinter. Are there any slow blinds we can use? Yes, there is. Added benefit of having a triage. So I'm going to be really aggressive and use Cthulhu at the back. And I'm going to have the absolute poorest, terriblest creatures in the rest of the team. To see if we can get a massive Cthulhu Last Stand happening. Chances are, maybe. The silence is a bit annoying. There goes one redemption. This Silent Shavi is going to be exceptionally dangerous pre-last stand. Especially if they can connect. Oh. Looking at that 9 speed makes me happy because I've just remembered it was reverse speed. I didn't even need the last stand. Worked out well. There's a focus chest. It's waiting for me for tomorrow. But can I wait for it? Probably not. Unprotected, lost magic, choice of blue or death. No evidence of Lord of Darkness is going to absolutely destroy here. I feel like I need a poison heavy team. But if they're playing a blue Splinter, then Kraken has the potential to absolutely destroy as well. So let's remove the option to heal and throw out every last little bit of poison I can. And maybe a stun. I'm going to change that guy for Cursed Windiku. I'm going to dump Haunted Spider and replace them with maybe Grim Reaper. Now, who else can disappear and be replaced by something better? Well, it could be Screaming Deceiver, but I feel safer with Cursed Windiku at the helm. Well, Blue Splinter could bring sneaks, so let's dump the stun and put Pelacor Deceiver at the back. That way we get the best of both worlds. Hey Bakweni, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Well, I think my Deceiver might dodge some stuff. But that Lord of Darkness, even though they've got not a max level team, is probably going to go ahead and carry the game anyway. Need to land a poison on him. It's not looking likely. And Pelacor Deceiver, in his classic style, is electing to not dodge anything. You need to dodge the Lord of Darkness. Thank you. Now you need to dodge everything else. He did not. So Pelacor Deceiver once again proved that he was defective. Sent him back to the factory. That puppet is broken. We need a new one. That means we'll have to try again. use him at a later moment. Outcome would have been the same even with the other team that I was looking at putting in, so it's all good. Okay, now we have Melee Mayhem. I think it's time to take a break from the quest. I'm gonna flip on over to Dragon Splinter for this one. I'm just gonna go Indiscriminate Biz Kitty and hope that they do not use Milo. Hope really, really, really exquisitely. The most exquisite hope I shall deliver onto my brain. I'm just randomly selecting all the creatures that I want to use to make a dramatic impact here. Oh, you're too expensive, Unicorn. Why are you so expensive? Chaos Knight's going to be our lovely tank. Krallis is going to be in the middle. Billow will be in a place of protection. Vigilator will be in there too. And then Warchang to round out the team. Well, this could go well. Everything's going to get directed into Shield Bearer, which is fine by me because I've got a lot of attack. And now Krallis, it's your turn. Thank you. Armor on the front line was such a good idea here. Can we take down the Unicorn before it gets to go? Oh, this double trample could be dangerous. Well, they don't get to do it. Now, we can't poison their Krallis. We'll see. Yeah, I got an Earth quest today, but I clicked new quest before the stream started because I didn't want to play Earth. And that's how I landed with Death. And that's why I'm now playing Dragon, because I wanted to win. And win I did. I won a 19 DC, some more season points, and slipped back into Diamond 3, sadly, with those 2 losses, win, a loss, a win. So let's hope that I can get a couple more ticks in the W column. It's 12 mana. Opponent has been playing nothing but Dragon. How I wish I could get a Dragon quest. Reverse Speed and Blast. Do I go Llama Mage plus 5 mana creature? It's really, really tempting. Or do I try to roll Reverse Speed Advantage? Who is the slowest creature? That would be great here. I think Blue Splinter, but Blue Splinter's not available. I can't play Torholo. Torholo would be hilarious for this. Let's see who's got the slow boys in Death. Jin Muriat seems tempting. Gorladon seems tempting, but then a single stun wipes you out. How about Ancient Lich? Shadowy Presence does nothing. No, I'm gonna YOLO this one. Llama Mage and... oh, if it was Equalizer and Reverse Speed, I'd go Llama Mage and Grog, but it's not. So it's Llama Mage and Tortazan Chief. I think he might be able to do it. I think he's gonna do it. How funny. So amusing when this works. Under no circumstances should this be able to work. But it's hilarious when it does. Absolutely. Probably incredibly depressing for whoever's fighting it. But if I played anything else, I don't see that I would have won with any other team there. Or at least my primitive Splinterlands brain can't consider or fathom a team that would have been better than that. It's the beauty of the what's the phrase I'm looking for here? Where you don't use many resources to achieve a really good outcome. It's like in sporting, where instead of running to your opponent, you just don't pass the ball to them. The efficiency of like motion or something, I don't know. Silent Summoners, Lost Legendaries, 58 mana. Summoner choice will not matter one bit. They cannot go with their green splinter. So the options are dragons and death and fire. So the main magic the main damage I'll probably encounter will be ranged. Unless they play death. In which case it'll be something else. So let's go and just make sure that I hit them. I'm going to use True Strikes. We'll use a repair. We can use a heal. We use a stun because Bone Golem also has knockout. And blind could be amusing. Demoralize also. Feels more useful than the silence. And it should be, given the fact that they've gone with Fire Splinter. They're going to have the speed advantage for sure, but I'm hoping that my True Strikes can do well. My knockout strategy is rendered pointless, however. Damn, didn't get the stun in there, but didn't matter. Cool team, cool win. Yeah, the economy of motion. That's the phrase I was looking for, Bakuani. The economy of motion. It's like 4 clicks, summoner plus creature beats summoner plus mini creature. It was the economy of motion that I exploited there. And I will jump in for another game. Still on that one daily focus quest, chest thingy-madoo. Up to 20 for the season now, though. And we've got Up Close and Personal and Spreading Fury. So everyone is gonna get mad. And they're gonna have to be melee. So I'm probably gonna want to draw all my attacks into one spot, which would be something like a Lord of Darkness. Would be really happy to come along and be awesome, but I don't have a Lord of Darkness, so I'm gonna do the complete opposite of what you should do in this rule set, which I can't do because it's up close and personal. So let's go with Selenia instead. Roll with Water Splinter. That way we can get an angry Vigilator. Angry. Oh, it's a shame. An angry Serpent of Eld. It's probably better to have a Warchang actually. For 7. It's more cost effective at least. They'll do more damage. Will they do more damage? No, Vigilator will do 6 every turn. Well, every turn that they stay alive for. And we've got no 2-mana creatures available. We do have headwinds available to try and counter the enemy doing this. No 2-mana creatures, a 3-mana. Let's do a poison. And one, we'll do a slow. This team is pretty risky. Oh, there goes half my team. The redemption is brutal. Maybe someone does by accident. Or maybe it's a holdover from the end of last season that someone hasn't updated. Okay. Can I dodge everything? Nope. Cannot dodge. Rip my team. At least that win here pushed me pretty hard into Diamond 2, so there'll be a little bit of time before I fall back. A lot of wins. Reverse speed equalizer. It's a shame it's reverse speed on equalizer. Let's go for the troll move with Grug. And sort by sending speed. And Goblin Psychic. No. I need to be better with the use of my mana here. I'm doing this team composition just because I want to troll, but it's not going to work, so I'm just going to back out of that idea. And wander on over to Ouster instead and have a look and see what slow options we've got here. Because there's quite a few good, effective slow options. Gauledon is one of the best, but he's so pricey. Blind and a Magic Reflect. I can't fit Cthulhu in anymore. I can fit Ancient Lich. Ancient Lich. I just like Vampirism in this rule set. I love Vampirism in this rule set. Let's go Chaos Agent, even though I'm aware it's reverse speed. But if he can't dodge when he's got a speed advantage, let's see if he can dodge where he doesn't have a speed advantage. Well, my Magic Reflect is completely useless. My Affliction may be useful. It didn't hit on the first shot, but maybe it'll hit on the second shot. Nope. Oh, he backfired. Oh, he backfired again. What is this witchcraft? I think it's because it's augmented by the blind. Everyone seems to be missing. It's fantastic. You know what? I think I got this one in the bag. You don't need Phantom of the Abyss to dodge. You just need reverse speed and your opponent to bring a summoner with extra speed for your enemies, and then you'll dodge everything all the time. That's how this game works, apparently. Look at all those backfires. It's beautiful. And look at this Ancient Lich getting big and strong. Not to mention the Dr. Blight standing behind him. And guess what else I've also got waiting to come along here? There's a Resurrect in the works. So, if Chaos Agent dies, he'll just get resurrected. He'll come back. He will live on. But I don't think he's going to die. He's just going to backfire his way to glory. And it's fantastic. Chaos Agent was the MVP. And Ancient Lich ends the game on 35 health. Absolute absurdity. You're not meant to win games like that, I'm sure. That's probably why I won that game. And it's so close to another focus chest. Given the success of that dodge, it's time for Pelacor Deceiver. Oh no. Blue Splinter, Blue Splinter, Blue Splinter, Blue Splinter, and there's enough magic in there for a full-fledged magic team here, so I feel like Pelacor Deceiver is a mistake. That's why I selected Void as my ability, but what I can do to counteract that to some extent, given the availability of enormous amounts of mana here, is Dark Hawan and Jin Murray. They can attract all the attacks. And we hope that our good old Deceiver friend can dodge stuff. Then we need to insert a triage in a blind. Make us able to miss things. And then what else are we going to roll with? 4 mana left. I'm thinking a repair for Jin Murray's Void Shield, but I think a Dr. Blight of my own might be very useful here. Oh, Amplify. Amplify is what I need here, because I've got so much stuff in my team that has Reflect. Jin Murray's got it, Dark Hawan's got it, Cornelius has got it. I'm going to go Cornelius here and Jin Murray here, actually. Because Cornelius can self-heal. Alrighty. Let's see how this one pans out. Well, I don't think I'll be dodging much. Although that's an excellent start to the dodging front. The annoying thing is the Wave Brood doing a similar bit of resistance, but I've taken out their glorious Ruler of the Seas. And I think I should have a free reign over destroying their team now. The blind and the triage and the stacked reflect. This works well. Please don't go into a massive retaliate chain. My Deceiver will never win that battle. It's looking pretty good here. It's looking excellent. Now Jin Murray can go ahead and absorb all the magic damage that's going to come his way. And just hurl it back. And triage on Dark Hawan equals OP. The great thing about Jin Murray is the fact that he also has Force Field. It's the brilliant thing about him. That was a very, very nice win. That one should have gotten me an extra daily chest there. Yes, it did. And what's this? 2 wins in a row? What is this foreign land I've been introduced to? How did I get here? What am I doing here? And how long will I stay here? Ugh. Noxious Fumes, Lost Magic. Oh, they have a green splinter. That quits the Devious. It's Lost Magic. We want to try and employ immunity here. Or we just want to go all out Llama Mage with melee, or do I go Harklaw? But then I don't have a cleanse available. Well, Harklaw doesn't need a cleanse. It's a good thing about being Harklaw. So I think the most useful summoner I could probably play is going to be Contessa. And we will use Harklaw. Harklaw, where are you with your amazing immunity? There you are. And we can also use Pegasus. Now, do we have a triage available? We do not. We have a blast. We can sneak in a poison. Give everyone a bit more attack. Silence is useless, so let's go with the golden chicken. Protect that grenadier in the middle of the team. And see what happens here. Hope Parklaw can do some serious damage and do some serious survival as well. We're about to find out. Oh, it's Llama Mage. Brilliant. Fantastic. It'll all go to plan here. Yes, it will. But at least we've got that sneak creature there that can apply some pressure. Pointless pressure, but pressure all the same. Yeah, I know. Sneaking the poison. I should have snuck the cripple in. Silent Shavi. I wish I had a Dragon Focus. Maybe it's just people playing Dragon Splinter for the wins. Okay. If only we could kill this guy. It's not possible. But 9 damage in a turn is pretty big. We'll die to exhaustion. Skip. We'll go to the next one. It's always a possibility. Lost Magic, Heavy Hitters, Life Splinter, Life Splinter, Life Splinter, Life Splinter, Life Splinter. So they're probably going to go Shield Bearer here. So... well, one way to beat a Shield Bearer is to use a better Shield Bearer. I don't think Kraken is a better Shield Bearer. But Chain Golem could be a better Shield Bearer. Maybe. And Deep Lurker is the equivalent of some poison. Sandworm can come in and go Spank. Flying Squid. So we've got the stun on Chain Golem. We've got a blind. Everyone's got knockout. Is there any other stun I can bring along? It's going to be reasonably robust. Let's go with Cyclops. It's slow though, which is unfortunate. And my 5 mana options are not very great. So I'm going to go down to 4 mana. And I'm going to bring in Feasting Seaweed. Hey Butops, welcome. I've got a death focus today, but I'm trying to mix it up with something a little different. Boy, am I glad that I brought Deep Swimmer here. It's a lot of ranged that they've brought to town. Well, there's the poison. They didn't bring any healing. They don't have a resurrection. So it's just going to be a war of attrition here. That Silver Shield Assassin is going to be super deadly. I think it's going to be reasonably close here. We got the focus fire going on that Silver Shield Assassin now. And he's done. So I don't think Cave Slug has the endurance to take down my entire team here. If they do, I will be very upset. Let's see if we can get some backfires happening. Nope. No, didn't need any of the backfires. Yeah, my death focus today has been not so kind to me. So I've been mixing it up. Ah, if you want to see a hilarious and exclusive llama combo, watch this replay. This happened earlier. I decided to do it in a 12 mana match. Just Llama Mage and Tortosan Chief. The rule set was pretty conducive to it being awesome for this thing. Reverse speed didn't really matter at all. I didn't really care about it. It was the fact that it was Blast. So this is a reasonably well-known sort of team composition as well. Yeah. Yeah, the poor little Dricken. Yes, that was the Tortosan Chief. Butops. It was very amusing, that win. One for the archives, I'm sure. Okay, 29 mana, reverse speed. It's either going to be Death or Water. I'm okay with that. I'm going to go with Thaddeus. I'm going to go have a look at the slowest boys. Let's go Chain Golem. I'm going to use Ancient Lich. Chain Golem, I meant Bone Golem. Way to get them confused. They're completely different creatures. We have a Grenadier. We are reducing their health and reducing their magic damage. Don't have any thorns or any magic reflex, so an amplifier is not going to do anything. Maybe it's only 4 mana, so I should look at anything that's below 4 mana. Blind is always useful for this rule set, and that leaves me with 1 mana. So let's go with Shadowy Presence. And unfortunately, if they bring Opportunity, my poor little boy, the Grenadier, is going to die instantaneously. Well, I'm glad I brought the -1 magic. I'm also sad that they brought Torhalo themselves. Looks like he's probably gonna get his last stand. But that will be fine. No, he's not going to get his last stand. Excellent news. I think that's a win. Because guess what? Resurrections plus armor. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, poison. Fantastic. Okay. Now it's Dr. Blight versus the world. For once, it's in my favor. Beautiful win. 17 rating points, 20 DC. Progress. Importantly, that's his second win in the row. There's a pretty good death combo that I played before. This one here. I'll grab a link to that replay in a moment and pop it into the chat, but fundamentally you put Dark One at the back to attract any and all magic attacks, and it works out really nicely. Unless you're talking about a combo that is Llama that beats death. Okay, this one here is Spreading Fury and Equalizer. It's 15 mana. My focus is death, but I never, ever give up the opportunity to do Llama Hydra. And that's exactly what I'm playing. Bring it on. It's gonna go. It's gonna happen. I'm going to reach for a drink. I'm wondering what my opponent is going to genuinely play here. If they bring anything that has a repair, it's all over for me. It's like the end of It's game over. Instantaneously, pretty much. Oh goody, I don't see a repair. I also don't see nearly enough damage to take down a llama here. They've got 3 damage, so I will forecast a win here. Oh, beautiful. I love it when the retaliate happens and the stampede triggers while the llama is enraged. It's the best. And they will not get a last stand here. So we will outlive, we will outlast, we'll overcome. Here comes the trample. Am I going to have enough damage to take down the cube? Might be a struggle. It's going to be a long game, this one. It's going to be a very long game. I wish there was a skip to exhaustion button. There is not. I'll just take this opportunity to take a drink. I'm concerned for the well-being of my Hydra here. I think they may not make it. Yep. It'd be fantastic if there was a skip to fatigue button showing that. But we're here now. Here is the fatigue. I think I'll be okay. The cleanse is overwhelming. And then the stampede will finish the job. Brilliant. Okay, I still need to keep playing that Death Splinter. I'm an hour into playing and I'm already at 83 ECR. So I'll keep focusing, but that's 3 in a row. So now it would be optimal to slip Death Splinter back into the fray. Given my history's been Death, Water, Death, Green. Let's see. Tarsa, 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 Tarsa. It could be Jotun. We are going to go Death Splinter here. We are going to go all out Death Splinter because there are brilliant flying creatures in Death Splinter. So many brilliant flying creatures. Soulstorm. Phantom Soldier. Corrupted Pegasus. Cthulhu. Holocaust Deceiver. Oh, hey, look, that's my full team. And 0 mana. Well, we'll put the Corpse Fiend in case they decide to bring magic. I'm hoping they don't. But I've got 2 silences anyway. And a Void. Sadly, they didn't do what I expected. When does that ever happen? We need our Deceiver Man to dodge. We need him to dodge well. But he won't, because all the enemy attacks are going to be focused elsewhere. Poor little Cthulhu. Oh, he managed to dodge. Brilliant. He didn't dodge that, though. This guy's so dangerous, the Serpentine Spy. So much damage. Come on, dodge. Oh, damn you. Well, at least now he's stunned. And now they've got no way to snare me anymore. So Pegasus will come through with the win. Excellent. I think that's the way you're meant to do this daily focus stuff. Win a whole bunch of games, get yourself a win streak going, wait for the right moment to spam your Splinter, then go for it, where it suits. And this is definitely not a place where it's going to suit the Death Splinter, because they are spamming Obsidian with... Oh, actually it will suit Death Splinter. Let's do it. Mimosa. And this was the sort of death team I was talking about before. I'm going to put Dark Hawan at the very back. That way they're going to attract all the attacks. Then it was Jin Murray right next to him, because he's also got the magic reflect, but then I changed my mind. This is sort of a reenactment of what I was doing before. Mana cost. I put Cornelius there. And then I augmented the rest of the team with Amplify. This time I'm going to use Weirding Warrior, because if they're playing Green Splinter and they use my Cilia, I want to get rid of that armor. For the front line last time I'd used Bellicor Deceiver, but I'm probably not going to do that for this particular match. I might use something with Void or Void Armor. Going to focus on that Void Armor. We'll go Legionnaire Alvar. So we've got the Amplify set up. Then we need the Triage on Dark Hawan to keep him alive. Haven't used all my mana by far. Oh, they went with Blue Splinter, which is interesting. Looks like they read my mind. It's going to be tough to make a connection to Jin O'Shaughnessy here. But so far so good. Good dodging by Dark Hawan. O'Shaughnessy is done for. This is not the team I thought I would be fighting. That is going to be pretty good news even if Dark Hawan dies, because then Cornelius has thorns for all those sneakers. But I'm good. It's just going to be tough as hell to hit this stuff with melee attacks. Oh, that is very funny. Yeah, I'm on it. Nice and easy to do. Couple of clicks there. Just too busy observing the battle to notice that. Thanks for pointing it out there, Butops. Button clicked, button done. And that was a good little demonstration of one of my favorite compositions in Death Splinter. That got me another chest, I think. And I'm a long way away from those 30 chests. A long, stupendous way. But I am creeping back up to that Diamond 1. It's time to play a different Splinter. It's not Death this time. I think I might mix it up with Blue Splinter or Life Splinter and spam some Return Fire if it's a possibility. Reverse speed and no healing. Well, there goes my idea. Don't know what I'm going to do now. Who's got a decent Magic Reflect? Magic Reflect and Void is probably what I want here. Or do I just try to out-magic them? It is 17 mana. Death has some slow boys. Let's go down the redemption path. The good old everything is redemption. And Weirding Warrior. And 1 mana left. Obviously need to work on the order of this team. If I drop these two, I have room for Ancient Lich. And I can throw in a delayed redemption, which would be more amusing. Let's go with this. Yeah, I couldn't get a win streak with any Splinter up until recently, like the last 5 minutes. Okay, what have they done? They've gone with Queen Mycelia. That's going to be a problem. The failed summoner. At least the armor's gone. Oh no, that's not what I intended my resurrection for. I intended my resurrection to resurrect the redemption more than once. So that didn't go to plan. But perhaps the rest of the battle will. It's looking pretty good. There's the redemption. Knocks them down a peg. Oh, I'm so glad I subbed in Ancient Lich. So very glad I brought in Ancient Lich. 46,000 towards the quest. Still calling it a quest, even though it's now known as a focus. And 4,000 away from another chest. Yeah, reverse speed was the reason I wanted to roll in that Ancient Lich there as well. Even though it backfired majorly on me, I should have had Cursed Slime Ball in front. So the resurrection, not the resurrection, the redemption would have hit twice instead of the chicken getting resurrected, but it's all good. It happens. 16 mana, Jotun, Plateau, Jotun, Plateau. I think they have a fire. I'm pretty sure they have a fire focus. How can I beat a fire focus? We can go with Contessa. And who's that super quick guy that has Return Fire that isn't Pellic Deceiver? Phantasm. Phantasm is a super quick guy. They also happen to have a significant amount of health. Then I'm really tempted to just throw Almo in. I can't throw Almo in. Maybe I go Harclaw. Harclaw can't fit. Dang. Riftwing. Let's go Riftwing in case they try to do sneak. And I'll throw maggots in as well, so I'll try and focus on the scavenger stuff to keep me alive. Yes. Let's go. Well, it's Jotun, but they didn't bring any range stuff. So the dodge is the return fire is not so great. I should have gone the other thingy that does stuff. Scavenge is not going to help me here. Not nearly enough as I need it to. Just annoyed that they brought a cleanse. Alright. Dodge and backfire them to death. It's not going to work. Ah, drat. There goes my winning streak. That is sadness on a stick. But at least I only lost 4 rating points. So I was fighting someone ranked significantly higher than I was. So that's the silver lining there. Would have been nice to have beaten someone significantly higher than I was rated, but it's okay. It's all part of the learning experience. Yes, even after all this time, it's still a learning experience. Okay, what's going to happen next? Still need... Oh, I think this person also has a fire focus. They have a very transfixed gaze towards Yodin. Let's try and build a win streak up again. Let's go deep swimmer. See what has some nice shielding for a front line. Let's go Lord Arianthus. Then we're just going to try and keep him alive. We'll also throw Cornelius in, going with the somewhat passive team here. And what am I going to do for damage? Let's go magic. Ruler of the Seas and Ice Pixie. The only risk here is that they bring sneak and they destroy my backline. But they can't because it's no sneak allowed. Hooray! Okay. I forgot to bring an amplifier. Whoops. I think I could be okay here. Triage coming home very nicely. Mermaid healer, so good. Now take some damage from thorns, my friend. Oh, that void armor is so frustrating. Ironic that it was Ice Pixie that landed the kill. Very nice. Very excellent win. Didn't really have room in my team for an amplification there. Would have made it go by quicker. Okay, there's a win. Need to build that win streak before I pop another death team in. I'm very close to Diamond 1 now. See how far I can climb. I got the impression that I'm going to use a great deal of ECR today. In true a little league, I think they have a dragon focus. Something tells me they've got a dragon focus. Everything's always going to hit, so no point bringing blinds, no point bringing dodges, no point bringing return fires. There is a point of bringing thorns. Let's go with Lorna. And we'll go with Crystal Jaguar. Good old Dr. Blight. Double Affliction. Throw in a Triage. Throw in a better option for healing, Truth Speaker. What's going to go in second position? Tempted by Tower Griffin to add more armor. Let's go Halfling Alchemist. Blue Splinter is in, so I'm afraid of some of the options they've got there with Blast. Actually, can I just use Grenadier instead of Halfling Alchemist? It's probably wiser. I'll dump Herbalist. And then use Time Mage. Let's see how this goes. I'm glad I have varied damage. I'm not glad that Grenadier is going to die practically instantly. Oh, that Thorns is delicious. I think I'm winning. Don't think they can overcome my damage here. I'm glad I paused to think well on the team that I put together here. See you later, Dragon Quest. Beautiful win. They only lost 4 rating points. I only gained 10. But importantly, those season points, there's a growing. Blue Splinter, Blue Splinter, Blue Splinter, Blue Splinter, Blue Splinter. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak. I have no idea what that new creature does. Try to make me miss. Lots of sneak. Okay. And if it's only monsters with melee... Oh, that's super risky what I wanted to try and do there. Let's go Camilla. So I want to reduce their ability to actually hit me. I'm mostly going to use neutral creatures here. It's about who's going to have the best support. I'm going to go with Desert Dragon at the back. Building my team back to front here. Oh, it's not nearly enough mana for what I want to do. Which is to essentially play as many demoralizers as I can. Where is it? Demoralize. Well, there's one. And I don't think I've got any amplify options because I wanted to amplify the thorns. But what I can use is the Hydra in the middle. We'll slow him down. Throw the chicken in. See what happens. Hoping we can get some beautiful retaliates in. There it is. That's what I wanted. Sadly, no retaliation there. Oh, we can't hit that demon shark with the disintegrator. Can hit it with the fungus fiend. That's amusing. Alright, do your thing, Hydra. Beautiful. So glad I saved Hydra for the back line. I think Hydra is the card responsible for winning me the most games over the course of my Splinterlands existence. It's going to be one card that I sorely miss when I move on to Modern League. 52 rating points for that one. That puts me up into Diamond 1. Very, very nice. So now 16 times DC boost on Diamond 1 chests, 1.6 legendary chance, 4% gold foil chance. So that makes me really want to push for that extra chest now, right? Question is, can I hold my position here? Or do I slip back to Diamond 2? Okay, Broken Arrows and Earthquake. Well, considering my opponent here thoroughly enjoys Prince Renan, they've got a little bit of dragon stuff in there. This is where I bring out the death. And we're going to go Thaddeus. I'm going to use Flying Machines as per the rule set. And sadly, there's no snare. There's no really good snare, is there? Other than the Sandworm. Still going to be using my own Flying Machines. I need to be weary of not putting my Flying Machines at the back where Sandworm is going to have good grasp on them. So, Darker One, Corrupted Pegasus, Blue Splinter could be pretty deadly here. I can slip in a Sandworm, but it's not going to be pretty. Or do I just go with Cthulhu? No, Cthulhu doesn't fit. Yeah, Sandworm. And then Shadowy Presence. Then we'll put in the sacrificial monsters at the back to feed Darker One more health. Let's see how that turns out. Hoping this one comes through with a win. Pump that daily focus score up. Get another win in Diamond League. And progress to a happier space while I continue to destroy my ECR. But it's going well today. It's probably the most productive day I've had of the season so far today. And you can all choose to believe that you're good luck charms for that very reason. Well, all of this melee is going to be painful. Hoping my Sandworm can connect. Nope. On the bright side, they don't have a snare. On the dark side, my Darker One is dead. Oh god, this is not going to end well. Not from this position. Skip. Oh man. I gave up so many rating points that battle. That was tragic. Okay, reverse speed, spreading fury, Mylor, 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 Mylor. Okay. How to beat Mylor? Well, you see, it's quite easy when they that upfront about being Mylor. You go and you select all your ranged creatures, particularly for a reverse speed battle, and then you use a really passive slip spawn in your front line. Unfortunately, it has slow, but I've got to deal with that. Then I sort by speed again. And I look for the slowest blind that I have. And we'll go to that version of speed. throw Goblin Psychic in. I can probably switch over to Llama Mage at this point, because I'm going to have enough mana left, so let's do that. So we want Goblin Tower, Goblin Psychic. I want the blind. Where is Slip Spawn? Okay, we've got the blind in. I have 33 seconds left. I am going to do the Cron. Why not? And then I've still got so much mana left, so I may as well go Queen Mycelia here. Before we run out of time. They've gone Mylor. Interesting choice of Minotaur Warlord. And I'm so glad I didn't bring any headwinds, because that dramatically reduces the damage that Goblin Tower is going to conduct upon my team. And I think the double triage is going to do me quite well here. I don't know why they put their Mycelic Spawn at the back of their team, because it just misdirected all of their fire into their most vulnerable party members. Boom. Here come the big hits now. Goblin Tower is so perfect for this rule set. Seems like they were tilting into their focus. Me, I'm open to adapting. 38,000 season points granted on that one. Keeps me just in Diamond 1 with that win. Let's see what's going to happen next. The plot continues to thicken with all of this. Oh, reverse speed again, but super sneak this time. I think I'm going to adapt a little here. I'm considering Blue Splinter, because I don't think Death Splinter has got the goods. And I kind of want to counter the potential Green Splinter without going Green Splinter myself. So I want someone with shield. Ah, wrong filter. Shield. There's plenty of shield options. None with retaliatory attacks. Gonna roll a really bizarre team. The reason why I wanted to go with Blue Splinter was just the many triage options. And Grenadier. And now for the last man standing in the middle of the team. Oh, hello. Okay, this may not be as successful as I had hoped. They didn't bring nearly as much magical stuff as I had hoped for. Or rather, range stuff. That enemy triage is super frustrating, and Torhalo is going to be super vulnerable to my Silic infantry here. Don't even know if he's going to get his last stand. Oh, he's poisoned now, so that jeopardizes it anyway. Nah, I screwed that up majorly. At least I'm still in diamond, just. 14 mana. Weak magic, blast. Guess what? Llama. Where is he? Or she, or they. Where are they? Llama Hydra. Let's go. Worst case scenario, draw. Well, worst case scenario, loss. But second worst case scenario, draw. Third worst case scenario, win. Fourth worst case scenario, a meteor comes crashing through the sky and destroys my home. Oh, look at that. That should be a draw. Yep. Draw. I'll take it, coming off the loss. Llama Hydra be Llama Hydra. Another reverse speed. Seems very popular today. And all they're doing is paying Kelia. So I elect Death to come back in at this point. And if they decide to change it up for magic, I'll go with Ouster. But if they decide to stay with melee, I will use Cursed Windaku, who I think is pretty slow. 3, they're in the middle of the road. I'll go with a middling team here. Gorlodon, yes please. Gorlodon is the ultimate master of this rule set. And we're gonna go with Amplify, which is going to be mega important, and I'll throw a Halfling Alchemist on the back end of the team, foolishly behind a Doctor. There's always pain in my voice macaroni when Splinterlands is involved. Okay, it looks like I picked the right layout here. Well, at least the return fire will be very useful. By return fire, I mean the magic attacks being propelled back into my enemy's face. Redemption was a bit painful, but guess what? They now get to face a redemption. I got the healing, I got the power, and now I have a Golodon to go bonk. And bonk they did. 40,000 focus points. Very nice. That gets me to 4 chests for tomorrow. And I've got 26 minutes to try and get to 5. See if I can do it. That's probably another 3 wins given my ECR decay rate. Pretty sure they're going to go death. Question is, do they have a Mimosa? Is it going to matter? Because I'm going to go Llama. And I'm going to go Big Llama here. Unicorn Mustang. Oh, it's Rise of the Commons though. Ouch. That puts significant spanners in the works. If it's Commons, I should probably go Life. Just spam triage. There's only 1 triage available. Okay. What about Blue Splinter? We've got 2 triage. 1. If we go Dragon Life, we've still got only the 1 triage. Okay, that does not make me as happy about things. Llama Mage. It remains because we can then go the cube. Go Goblin Psychic, but then it's going to be really important to load up on Snipe. To try and take down their cube if they choose to indeed use cube. So cube goes to a point of safety. In the middle of the team. Sandworm goes into a point of danger. They did not go cube. What on earth is this team? It's all melee. I think I'm going to be okay. I overthought this way too much. There's even a rusty android there. What on earth is this team? I am so confused. I mean, I'm happy, but it doesn't change me from being confused. Didn't count towards my quest, but built that win streak. I tried to take a drink with the lid on. I hope someone clips that. Too bad I'm not the clip competition. Healed out and reverse speed. Looks like it's a life splinter specialist. And I think this is going to be fire time. Grum. And I'm going to bring all the repair. Because I get a feeling that's exactly what they're going to do as well. And I want to try and beat it. Gin Inferni, and oh, it is reverse speed, so I better be careful of Flame Monkey here actually. Caladum, then I'm going to load up on magic. E3 Elder fits, sure. And we'll throw in these two guys. Alrighty, let's see how this will go. Nah, if they're going to play Life Splinter, I'm afraid of a Shield Bearer. That's why I've gone with everything big. And lots of magic as well. Only reason I brought Flamesmith was for the shatter. Level 1 Kinjo, that's which Splinter? Tell me which Splinter that is, Backlight. Because I read that as level 1 Kelp at first, and I'm like, why would you bring a level 1 Kelp Initiate? Just as a wall? Is Kinjo the one that's got Bloodlust on them? I don't know. Neutral. I'll have a look in the collection in a moment after this battle. Hoping I can pull a win out of my backside here. That would be very lovely indeed. Well, they went with their Life Splinter. I'm glad I went with my little Fireblade man. They have so much magic reflect. So much triage. Oh, so much kill stealing going on. Leave it for Grum, friends. Well, Grum is at the end of his life, but what remains is going to be legitimately terrifying for the opponent's team. And that is game over for them. And I had plenty left in reserve there. 38 rating points, and that's 3 in a row. Time to try and play death. Oh, I forgot to look at the Kinjo monster creature. Oh, that'd be super annoying. Taking away your blast abilities with the reflect barrier. Didn't know that reflect barrier countered blast. Okay, we have a varied team here. Equalizer, equal opportunity, greens. If only I had a Milo. If only I had a Milo. I don't have a Milo, but I can engineer a Milo. How do I do that? How much health does Cursed Windiku have? Thorns, thorns, thorns. Because the key... 11. Play only things that have more health than Cursed Windiku. Then all the opportunity will go into Cursed Windiku, unless the other creature I play has 11 health or also has camouflage. So that's going to be my plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but I'm going to try it. So Gordon has more health. They can have a go. Okay. My strategy is not coming together as well as I had hoped here. The alternative is to throw Jin Murray up in the front. Or the wise play is to just go Dragon Splinter and opt for speed. Let's go and not do that and try to come away with some sort of crazy miracle here. Magi Necrosi, beautiful. And 12 mana remaining. So we can throw Cthulhu in on the back. And that should keep us safe. And Cursed Windiku should attract all the enemy attacks. Oh dear God, I'm never hitting. Except for Golodon, who has True Strike. But will he survive to tell the tale? No. He did not survive to tell the tale. Well, it was a pretty elaborate idea. I didn't expect a full team of Malay. But, yeah. Oh well. Oh well. It was a way to try and flip the meta on its head. Lost magic. Healed out. 19 mana. I think my opponent has Dragon Quest. Oh, the sigh. So, last Splinter. Don't think I'm going to get to that 5th chest today. Oh, there's no champion chest. It's still diamond. It's like barely diamond 1. And let's shatter some enemy armor. Let's poison. And finally, let's Celestial Harpy. Go a bit quick. Don't know about this team. I've got a death focus today. We'll see whether or not the Chaos Knight can do some good stuff. Hopefully she can. But I don't know. I need at least two more wins with Death Splinter before the stream is over to get to the 5 for the day. But when my opponents take this long to open up their battles, it's looking unlikely to occur. Maybe I'll win through a surrender. That would be awesome. Nope, that's not going to happen. Well, I think I've got the right tank in my front line. Sad I didn't get a poison in. Demon Shark is so abundantly scary. They are truly freaking terrifying. The only other card I can think of that's got the same level of dominance that Demon Shark had was early game, like Sea Monster. Sea Monster had the same level of just absurd dominance in their class. Alright, it's time to force Death Splinter no matter what happens now. Yeah, I think I've fought the same person a couple of times today as well. Earthquake, Stampede. Well, I think they're probably going to play Death. So let's go for reducing the enemy health. We will roll the Stampede Machine. We will throw in the Mighty Pegasus. Throw in some double snares. Pretend we're some sort of drummer or something. I'm going to go all out with Cthulhu. And then 2 mana. Yeah, let's go with a blind. Let's see how this goes. Hoping I don't see a sandworm on the enemy team. I'd say it's probably around 68% at a guess, but I'll hover over once that once this pop-up disappears. Got 12 minutes left in my stream here today. This is attempt 1 of question mark to try and knock into 5 quests. My ECR is at 71%, so I underestimated what it actually was. I am keen to see what happens with my my snares here. Bye. He died very quickly at that. There's a snare. Come on, Grenadier. I need you to do your magical last snare. There it is. Now Earthquake impacts the majority of their team. Not looking good, but here comes the last stand. Dark Huang will just continue to grow in power. Oh, no, that's a loss. At least I'm still in Diamond. Super Sneak. Green, 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 green. Okay. Well. If it's Super Sneak, what's he called again? It's the Thorns Man. Thorns. Cursed Windiku. Hydra. 0. Yes, let's shatter any armor that may exist. And hope for the best. Minutes left to try and get this last little golden chest thing. Nine minutes now, because that's how slow my opponents are at picking their teams. Come on, pick your monsters. I'm on a schedule here. I want to get these extra chests. And between my stream and the next, there is about an hour break here on Splinterlands TV before our next streamer comes along. We have Captain Huku or Huko or any other way that you'd like to pronounce that. It's a Mylor. Perfect. Hydra in Death Splinter just looks so bizarre. It's not what you expect to see in a Death Splinter lineup. I'm just sad that my Hydra is not going to get a last stand. To be fair, neither is any of their team. Oh, victim of my own success. By that I mean I lost. Alright, another turbo mode. There should be a turbo battle button where it's like, I want another. Nah, I wouldn't get that out of the username. Alright, well, Back to Basics is a pathetic rule set for Death Splinter. So let's go Contessa. Let's go Almo. Then sort by most damage to least damage. And whatever we can fit. Banshee. Sure. And 3 left. Sure. Banshee at the back. Well, glad they didn't go with Magic Reflect. Glad I did go with -1 on the range stuff. Looks like this should be a win. Because Almo is one tanky boy. Skip ahead. Perfect. It's a win. I need another win practically immediately here to get that 5th chest. Ooh, we got Equalizer and we got Holy Protection. I think they have a Dragon Quest. They tend to favor a lot of Magic Reflect, which throws spanners into my plans here. I'm going to roll out Magic Reflect, but I'm going to do Traditional Snipe. So these two guys. Then I'm going to roll probably Windiku again. Where's Cursed Windiku? There he is. He was hiding. And because it is Equalizer, I am going to throw the Life Sapper in. Throw in these 0 mana creatures as little buffers. We'll go and we'll hope. I'm glad I brought Snipe. I'm very glad I brought Snipe. I'm really angry they've got blind. That's really unfortunate for me. That Dr. Blight is going to be very annoying as well. My damage is too spread out to be effective here. That's a loss. Okay. Probably got time for one more before I'll be dejected. Or ejected. Or propelled away from Twitch. And what's happening now? Oh, okay. No armor, 14 mana. I have to do the stupid Llama Hydra. Could have took a gamble on the other 7 mana machine. But this is for the long-term game. Yep, it's one or the other. It's either going to be Mercenary or Hydra. Their Mercenary is not max level, so it doesn't have Retaliate, so I should be winning here. If I don't, then there's something very wrong with the game. Cool. Awesome. Done. 2.5 minutes left now. And that put a win on the board, which means if I win again with death, I should get to that 5th chest. Okay. Magic, Mylor. Evens. Okay. Well, the biggest threat from Mylor is probably ranged, so I'm going to go passive, and I'm going to go with a triple snipe setup to focus my fire. I am in 2 minds about Dr. Blight. Now it's evens, which sort of ruins my plan of who I wanted to have in my front line, which is going to be a shadowy presence. But instead, I'm going to YOLO it and go Halfling Alchemist. And then we'll throw Corpse Fiend in because they have more health. Twisted Jester goes there. Margin of Necrosis is going to be of paramount importance. That's why I've moved them back a bit. Oh yes, the snipe is going straight into my cilia. Sadly, they also have a snipe, which, well, was a sneak rather, but it worked just as effectively as a snipe. Okay, good. Stunned my cilia. She's out of the picture. This is a camouflage game right now. My camouflage creatures are doing everything they possibly can. But soon they will have no choice. I'm going to need to stun lock this flesh golem. Ooh, very nice affliction. But no, Dr. Black can't do it. And that is time for me. So I will catch you guys very soon. Hope you have a good existence. I'll see you soon. Cheers.